What's up, world-renowned family? Welcome to Neal at Noon, and today we've got a good one because today hit home for me. A few days ago, Joanna and I were having a conversation, and of course, I had my antenna ready to receive everything that she had to say. Now, during our conversation, I realized that our expectations of one another and from one another were not aligned. Now, this is not a bad thing because even though we just celebrated our 3-year wedding anniversary, better late than never. Now, while we're riding in the car, and guys, by the way, I want to suggest not having conversations with your wife while you're in the car driving 70 miles an hour, because there's nowhere for you to go if the conversation, I guess, takes a wrong turn. Just kidding. So we're having a conversation, and in this conversation we began discussing expectations. And something that Joanna told me was, you do know there is a certain level of expectations that comes with being married to you. And for me, I was taken aback immediately. And I said, well, what do you mean by that? She said, well, you know that because I'm married to you, I feel there's an expectation for me to be this, and going down a list of 3 or 4 items that had never crossed my mind. And so as I sat there driving in shock, almost couldn't turn the wheel, I sat there and I said, really? I'm surprised that you feel that way. Did I ever impose those expectations on you? And she says, not necessarily. And at that moment, I began to, think about what I felt my expectation or her expectations for me were, even though she had never stated them, verbally. I said, well, love, I believe there's an expectation for me to do this, going down my list. And that's why I work so hard. And that's why I do this. And she says, huh. So for about 15 seconds there was a pause, a silence in the car where we realized, and the light came on for each of us, that we have expectations that we believe the other has of us and for us that were never really there. Now, that's not always a bad thing, because my belief of her expectations for me makes me strive to be a better husband, a better dad, a better friend, a better leader. And then the same can be said for her, except the husband part. You guys get it. You're smart enough. I know you do. Right? So what I want to ask you is, what expectations are you putting on yourself, and then you putting someone else's name or title or attributing those to someone else that might not even be real? Now, it was great for Joanna and I because we were able to have the conversation, but at least today I know what her expectations are of me, and she knows what my expectations are of her, because we could have gone another 3 years or 30 years and had the same false expectations of ourselves in our heads, and who knows where we would have ended up if we continued down that road. Do you guys see what I'm doing with all of these road and driving puns? Like, this is just top of the dome. I'm just coming up with this stuff as you're shooting this video. You're seeing mastery in action, right? I'm going to go tell my wife right now how much of a master I am and how lucky she is to be married to me. But I want you to remember that I love you, God loves you, and there's nothing you can do about it. And until next time, don't be average. Be world renowned. Peace. Now, she's in the next room, right? I've really got to go see if she's going to make me edit this out. I mean, she can't make me edit anything.